Hey, what's going on? JD here, and today we are going to change the oil in the differentials in the 2017 Jeep JK. You're gonna need a few tools for this. It is straightforward, trust me, you can do it yourself. And let's just jump right into it. So you're gonna need a 3/8 drive ratchet. And of course, you're gonna need some gear oil. You're going to need a few liters of that, or a couple quarts. Depending on which axle you have will depend on how much gear oil that you do in fact need. You'll need 1 liter for the front and 1.7 in my case, or about 3.5 pints for the rear and 2.1 for the front. I'm going with 75/90 because it's synthetic. If you're using regular oil, you want to go with 80/90. Now there's some optional things that you do want here. Of course, torque wrench, not a bad idea. Torque to spec, 25 foot-pounds for the drain and fill plugs. And some Teflon tape, that will help out as well. I just like to put a little bit of Teflon on the drain plug to help ensure. And of course, you're going to need somewhere to drain your oil, a drain pan, so let's get going. So taking a look at the rear here, there are 2 bolts. This is our drain bolt, and that's what we're going to take off first, and we're going to use that little extension probably to get in there. And that's just a 3/8 drive square. And of course, the fill bolt, where we'll be filling up the oil. Now, my recommendation is that you always remove this bolt first. Reason being is if for some reason you can't get this off and you do happen to drain it, that you've got a lot less of a problem on your hand. But there shouldn't be an issue with either one. So let's crack these open, drain the oil into an oil pan, and get going. And there you go. You'll notice that the magnetic, there might be a little bit of filing shavings off. You want to clean that, of course, off and make sure that that is nice and clean. So you got to remember, as this magnetic piece goes in the bottom, what it does is it attracts all the little metal flakes that may come off in the differential, stop any further damage. So once you've cleaned that off, I like to put a little bit of Teflon tape on. And all that little bit of Teflon tape is going to do is get you a little bit better of a seal. So let's go put this back in once it's drained and fill her up. All right, you're just going to take your oil and fill through the fill hole. So once your differential fluid starts dripping down, it is time to put that last bolt back in, torque her down, and you are done. All right, so changing the differential fluid on your Jeep is that easy. I'm gonna leave all the fluid specs as well as torque specs down below. The front differential is the exact same process. Shouldn't take you too long. Just pop those plugs, drink a beer, and you'll be back on the road in no time. Till next time, see ya.